Go ahead.
narrate the schedule.
Go ahead, Ramani.
Yeah. So the first will be I'll be introducing, and then you will be if you will speak for a few minutes. Your insights are really helpful. And then if Dr. Diya ma'am will speak a few words, and then we can head with the presentation of team one for 10 minutes. And then team two will present for another 10 minutes. And then questions would be conducted by Paul, and like feedbacks from sir for 10 minutes, and then feedback from ma'am. So that's how we are going to conclude in the last, like in the 1 hour.
Okay, great.
All right.
Yeah. So you want me now to start?
Yes, sir, please.
Okay. So first of all, thank you very much, everybody who's have managed to enter on time. We are very happy to have you, and we are excited actually to see the today's project. I'm not sure if Paul managed to send you the criteria as per your assignment for first assignment and second assignment, so that you know how we are evaluating your projects, which is fair that you should know about the criteria and so on. And still you can go back and correct. And the idea also, even if we give you now score, still you can, the idea is not to score. The idea is to help you gauge how much you can do better, inshallah. Especially inspiration, the idea is that to inspire people. What means inspiration? Inspiration means, igniting our within, igniting our capacity to be more independent of external resources, especially always quote unquote the financial resources, the materialistic resources, not the natural resources, not the physical resources, because these are the ones we're gonna need, but not to be attached so much or too much dependent on the money side when we try to do any improvement in our community or even to our families or to ourselves. Yeah, and the aspiring people, they are those who have two things always. Okay, they are having the persistence and perseverance, and this persistence and perseverance, if they join together, if someone have these two, he will be having the passion. Okay, most of us, we see some people, they say, how come they can do such amount of work in this short lifetime? Some of them, they die in 50, some of them in 45, and you get amazed, oh, how much they have done in such a short time. Because we know now life goes very quickly. Only those who's passionate about what they do and they discover themselves early, the more you discover yourself early in your life, like you're now, you are having this chance, the more you can have the capacity to really change the whole world, starting from your community. You cannot change the whole world, okay, only by talking, only by going for political issues or having a blame culture or blaming your community or blaming your parents or blaming your friends, or no. You can change only through really getting engaged and involved. These words are very important in our life. The more we are engaged and involved means that we are interacting with our community and trying to change. Engage means that we are interacting with our community. Involved, we are trying to change this community. The more we're gonna leave a legacy. And I think all of us is meant to be in this life for a purpose. We will not know this purpose unless we start interacting with the people around us. If we are only working for ourselves, we're gonna be successful. You can make money. You can have popularity. You become like have many reference people. They will refer to you. Okay, but if you are working for a purpose, it is beyond success. This is something beyond success. It means you're gonna leave a legacy. When you leave tomorrow, your life will be having a meaning for long years, 300 years, 400 years. People will either benefit from you or will remember you also. If you are lucky, they might remember you. If not, at least they will benefit from the seeds you have put or the seeds you have improved. Okay, and this is where we want you to be leaders in inspiration economy. Whatever your choice of life, you choose to be a doctor, a sociologist, a historian, politician, you know, in the army, in whatever, engineers. Yeah, the end of the day, what matters is how much you can contribute to your community and become leaders or become like us. We are specialized in changing communities, eliminating poverty, eliminating migration, improving youth, capacity, and so on. And this is, I think, one of the top businesses. I believe I am lucky to reach this business. I used to be a biomedical engineer, medical physics, blah blah blah, professor, and so on, expert of governments. But now I believe that this is the best job that I've been lucky to go through and discover. So this is my maybe short words. I'm not sure Dr. Dinesh can comment because I think she's driving.
No, okay, I can comment. So first, good evening, everyone, and I'm really happy to be with you again and looking forward to hear from the other groups. And just to, as Dr. Mohammed, what he was saying, that while you are youth, it's really very good to utilize your time in such projects. I know some of you, sometimes you will think that you have a shortage of time or you can't work with teamwork, or sometimes you think that you can work alone easier. But these things, you are going to overcome these things the more you work in these projects, because the concept of IE will give you the concept that you need to work to help others, not only yourself. If you remember this rule and the IE concept, then it will make it for you easier to work in aspiration economy. And the second thing that I know some of you now, after this 3-4 months journey, some of you will always feel that they are busy, they are in pressure, they have other work to do. And I always remind, what Dr. Mohammed remind me, that always when you have a lot of work, give it for busy people. Don't give it for people who have less work, because the busier you are, you can do a better timetable, you can do a better work. And it's just keeping things in agenda. So if you keep this IE concept project that you are working in your agenda, you make sure that you are working in the team and you want all of you to be successful, this journey will be more helpful for you, and you will gain more from it. So just this is the word I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. So now we can continue with team 1 first. We have 2 teams left today. So team 1, you may proceed.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. My internet is a bit unstable, so is it okay if I turn off my video so that everything's fluent? So could you please enable the screen sharing for participants?
I gave you this now. Check it out now, Patrick. Is it okay? Yeah, okay.
So with this, I would like to begin the pilot presentation for IE, and this is the first presentation, which was done by team 1. So first of all, points to be discussed, just a glimpse of whatever is going to happen. Number 1 will be the introduction of teams. Number 2 will be animation video, that was the first project. And number 3 will be product idea, which was the second idea we were supposed to pitch. First, introducing our team. We are 4 people. Team 1. It begins with Aman, a student of Royal Global University pursuing his BA in political science and an aspiring social worker. Hirak Jyoti, a student of Atmaram Sanatan Dharma College, DU, pursuing his BA in political science as well, and he's an aspiring change maker. Up next, we have Nihashri, a student of Handy College pursuing economics with the dream of being an entrepreneur. Pratik, who is a dynamic social worker pursuing their MA in social work with a specialization. And if you may look here, we have named our team as Team Unnayan. Means development or directed development. And hence, so we decided to choose 2 kind of alphabets. One is obviously the Assamese alphabet that's in between, and the UNN that's towards the end. It's the Roman letters that are binding us together, international. Up next, this is our mentor for our first assignment, Paul Kakoti. He is a youth leader, innovator, and social worker who has made multiple strides in many regions of Northeast. He is the vice chairman and project head at Northeast Focus Society. He has also been working with IIIE as a project coordinator and has carried out successfully many projects in the recent past. And it was an honor to be under his mentorship. Thank you so much for helping us with this. First is the idea for animation video. Now, as we know, videos can be very impactful. And the idea that we popped up with is the video should begin with the full display of the logo of International Institute of Inspiration Economy, because a logo can speak miles. Obviously, the creation of this logo has a meaning to it and it could inspire millions. The logo will then shrink and come to the bottom right, as you can see over here. And then the video will proceed with this. For the script, the beginning of the video will start with the logo. And obviously logo
Patrick, can you change your Patrick?
It will also give a brief introduction of what IIIE stands for and a photo of our beloved founder, Dr. Hello.
Yeah, Patrick, sorry. Can you change your place? Because I think you have the signal, but it's going and coming from me. I see that. Is it possible that you change your place?
Okay. Sir, I am traveling right now, so the network is fluctuating a bit. I'm so sorry for this.
Okay, go ahead.
So next, the script will show the overall trajectory and development of IIIE. The main motto of this part of IIIE is to emphasize how it has emerged, that multiple projects that inspired millions of lives here and there, and how it went from development projects to
Pratik, your voice is breaking.
Yeah, is it possible from other person from his team?
Development projects and many other models that they have curated, which is inspiring many other projects right now. And obviously with all and mission of IIIE, quite a lot to speak about them. Settlements. Oh, that's true. Yeah, my network is pretty unstable. And this was the script. I'll move on to the next just for a while. The emphasis will be given on making the content audio-visual to make it accessible for people with sensory disabilities to understand the video better. Also, here's a small demand: if the video could be produced in multiple languages, especially for places like rural Africa, Somalia, India, there are many dialects that people speak, and it would be better if videos could be made in those dialects so that people of those communities can understand the video. Up next, the product design, obviously. We went with the design of a bag, a tote bag, which is highly in fashion right now. And we will tell you why a bag and how a bag could change so much. Tote bags made out of various materials, and we are calling this project the project Assam Spirit, because this project will be developed in the area of Assam. First up, we'll have cotton-based bags. They will be low priced, completely easily available, and also accessible. The next item will be airy silk based. Assam is very popular for airy silk, which is a very sustainable material, which runs for hundreds of years without getting tempered or torn. It is very customizable, extremely sustainable, and its prices will vary because airy silk is expensive in its nature. And last but not the least, reused material based clothes. Now, many people throw up their clothes or even put it out for thrifting. We could utilize those clothes to making these bags so that obviously they're customizable, extremely sustainable. They could reduce the waste management to a huge extent, and they will be low priced as well, lower than the cotton based products. Up next, the financing. We were provided and allocated a budget of $300, out of which the first $100 would go to expenditure on raw materials. The next $100 would go to expenditure on development, and the remaining $100 would go to expenditure on marketing. And the last $100 would go to expenditure on promotion. Now, many people throw up their clothes or even put it out for thrifting. We could utilize those clothes to making these bags so that obviously they're customizable, extremely sustainable. They could reduce the waste management to a huge extent, and they will be low priced as well, lower than the cotton based products. Up next, the financing. We were provided and allocated a budget of $300, out of which the first $100 would go to expenditure on raw materials. next 100 will go on managed.
I think Ramli, better someone else from his team take
We
over.
covered the $300.
Yes, so
Anyway, يعني like this,
Pratik?
it's
Yeah, yes,
After it's built, we will.
Hi, Pratik. Pratik. Hi, Pratik. Pratik, can I explain behalf of you?
I'm extremely sorry. My network is really unstable.
Okay, not an issue. Pratik, can I explain behalf of you, if you don't mind?
Someone from team want to take over. I'll share the screen meanwhile. I hope the screen is visible. Someone from team want to take over, or else I will have to finish with my very bad network.
Yes, you can continue, Pratik.
Paul.
Yes, sir.
I think you take over, my friend, because like this you are wasting time unnecessarily.
Yes, sir.
Is not in
Yes,
the right
yes, yes.
place to make a
Yes,
presentation.
sir. Yes, sir. Sorry, behalf of me actually. Rimli.
And we didn't hear half
Yes,
of the
yes.
presentation.
Yeah, I think we can proceed for the next one.
Okay.
Yes.
For team 4.
We'll proceed with team 4 now, and then
Yes.
we'll come back to team 1. So team
Yes.
Or team 1, no one can present in behalf of him?
Yes, ma'am. We have representative from team 1 also. Let me ask them.
So, ma'am, there's to prepare the screen share and all. So, rather than we can proceed to team 4 now, and
Okay,
team
go
1
ahead.
can arrange
Go-
everything.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
team 4.
Sir, wait a moment. Rimli.
Paul, decision is taken. We're gonna go for team 4. When you are ready, we're gonna
Okay.
come back to you. You are not ready today,
All right.
it's okay. Okay, go ahead, Ramli. Yes.
All right. So team 4. Isa, I'll be doing the screen. Yeah. Can you please open your headphones, because you are not audible properly. Isa, you are not audible. So can you please?
Isa, we cannot hear you, Isa.
We cannot hear. We cannot hear you. So please open your headphones.
Yeah. Isa, okay, now it's okay. Clear now? Can you talk?
Yes.
You can talk now. Let us see whether you can.
Sister Rimli, we want to start with our
I think you have the problem with the headphone. Can you remove the headphone? Remove it totally from the telephone or from the, and talk without it.
Are you hearing me now?
Very low very low sound. Okay, try to raise your voice. Let us hear from.
Can I speak?
We can hear you, but very low. Okay, no problem. Raise your voice. Maybe it will help.
Okay. Like I told you, my name is Steven. That is the answer. This is from Rwanda. I'm going to present info. Sister Rimli, can you please turn on the project? We will end up with a storyboard.
Okay, go ahead.
Play the project. We will do storyboard after.
Isa, you can change your place. Can you change your place and try one more time?
So the network becomes a real problem.
Thing from our project, because we aspire and we achieve, then we inspire other people will even benefit from us. Turn to another slide. Donating 10 rayas to 5 needy people in Nyagatabere community. By creating this project and choosing this project, we have it ranked, and we have it as an inspiration that even though the society or our coming into this world is making positive impacts on lives of the people, which means that we will be even helping people to stabilize their social rate. So one of what I saw recently, it said life is all about giving and increasing capacity of giving. Uncle for one of us ever told us that, which means that we will even be helping people to give them 5 chickens when our chicken grows. Donation of early dwellers that are no longer able to produce eggs to prevent malnutrition in the surrounding community. When the cocks are getting old and about to lay eggs, we will be giving them to the people, so just for meat so that they may eat them as meat, because chicken has many proteins. It will at least help people to fight against malnutrition. They will get proteins from those chickens. Training 5 people on how to laying chicken per each 3 months. Furthermore, we will also train all the interested people who need to establish the same project. If we only get profit, but we should also teach people how to rear. When you give someone a fish, you teach him how even to fish it, how even to take it from the water. So, which means that it is more than giving him once. You give him every time when you teach him how to do something. So we have decided that we will train people about how this project is done, how to rear chicken. You can turn to another slide. Turn it to another slide.
I did.
People in Nyagatole community, those are where we will, our markets, those are the markets where we will be selling our eggs. People in Nyagatale community who are in need of eggs will be our first clients. We will be selling them the eggs and they will be giving us money, which means that we will get income from those people and they will benefit from our productivity. Hostels, restaurant, and alimentation, that are always in need of eggs. Where we live, and even in this country, we have, and wherever in the world, people need to eat, because without eating, you can do nothing. We live by eating. We live with eating. So which means people are always in need of food stuff. That's why those eggs are very purchasable, and they can be both whenever and wherever in this country. Local farmers who will need to increase the numbers of their chicken will come to buy mated eggs from us. When one has chickens or poultry keeping, he's always in need of increasing his chickens. So which means that we'll also sell mated eggs so that to increase productivity to the poultry keepers in the community, which means that the productivity of agriculturers and other people who want to increase their chickens will come to us to buy. The people who arrange fests and parties and anniversary and marriage ceremonies come to buy for preparing meals. Here, omelette is very respected food, which means that respected people and honored people and people of high esteem will come to buy from us. Members of church who need eggs who are a major creative means that we people who are in team 4 will, majority of them are here in Rwanda, or in Nyagatale particularly, would come here to buy those eggs from our project. We'll give money and then buy. It would be our first clients, just to develop our project. You can turn to another slide. Financial requirement, we have estimated that to take amount of $300, which means that it will be founded. It will be found because we have been told that if we are founded at least a capital of $300 product we can do. Right. Which means then to keep. Now, those are the needs and the budget of what we can do. Buying chicks, 100 chicks would cost us $116 because one chicks costs $1.6. Feeders, drinkers, charcoals, litter trays, and feeders. Those are all what is used to make and to manage poultry keeping, and those are the needs and the budget. Another slide. Benefit of this project. This project is very cheap to establish, which means it doesn't require high costs to begin with, which means that it can be done by every people, irrespective of his socio-economic level. There is no need for big space. It doesn't need large housing just to make its productivity and to rear chickens. Only little space there can be lived many chicken. Short break-even point. This project even gives a profit quickly, promptly, without draining, which means that a person who has chickens will get profit quickly. License not compulsory, which means that the government doesn't ask you many licenses. It's community oriented. Like I said above, We in inspiration economy, we bears on positive change and positive impacts on lives of people. These projects will do change or do bring many positive benefits on lives of the community. It is community oriented because they will buy from the community and they will buy from us. Income and employment opportunities. Many people who are close to us will get employment from our project. High demand on eggs on the market. Like I said above, eggs are mostly both in the world. Okay, another slide. Yeah, SDGs, eradication of poverty. Those are the SDGs, like they are 17. Eradication of poverty. These projects will give employment, will do lives, economic of people, which means that poverty will be eradicated through these projects. Goal of zero hunger. This project will help, because it is based on food, it will help to eradicate hunger, good health and well-being. Like I said, the eggs contains many proteins and chicken, which means that it will make people healthy to give the proteins. Decent work economic growth. This work of poultry keeping is a good work, and it will help us enrich ourselves, life on land, and it is environmental friendly, which doesn't harm environment. Another slide. How our project will impact the community. Like we said, 10 layers will be given to 5 families each 3 months, which means that the community will be given chicken from us, by us. And each community will earn 1,600 monthly from processed eggs, which means that over 1,600 annually. We shall make sure that living standard of families are being incredibly improved annually. When those people are given those layers, it will improve their rights. Another slide. To be given to the farmers in the community to improve their agricultural productivity. If the people are given those manure and these natural fertilizers, their agriculture will be improved, which means that it will come to tackle and to fight against that problem of hunger in our community. All interested people will be trained. Like I said above, we will train people on how to make this project and how to rear those animals. Provision of employment to the community. People will get a job from us, and we will also get a job. Another slide. We thank you for your kind attention and presence on our presentation. If it pleases, we can continue with our storyboard. On slide 1, please. On the first slide. Okay, this is the storyboard of our interns team 4. Our story portrays the origin and sample of what International Institute of Exploration Economy does. It is also accompanied by a sample by what International Inspiration Economy projects changed people's lives in Mauritania, like it does in other countries. Another slide. Let's begin with the historical background, because everything that exists has its historical background. Let's start with the historical background of this International Institute of Inspiration Economy. It was on August 20th of inspiration economy was initiated to develop and accelerate the best practices of inspiration economy across the world. International Institute of Inspiration Economy started to bring together academics, scientists, business owners, public service leaders, practitioners, youth activists, innovators, business entrepreneurs, social entrepreneurs, and all those with passion for using, promote, and spread the importance and the value of inspiration economy and relevant impact on societies. International Institute of Inspiration Economy is an organization that is expressed to bring more focus to a better socio-economic policies, standards, project, and most of all a mindset that believes in the potential power of humans to more stable and sustainable society. Another slide. Let's begin with our story with our drawings and the captions. This is we have tried our best with drawing. This is we have tried to draw, but it means that is very accurate. This is we have started when Dr. Boheji and another expert got an idea of creating inspiration economy, because we all know that Honorable Dr. Boheji is a founder of International Institute of Inspiration Economy. He was telling, let's create an organization that will make positive impacts on lives of people through inspiration economy. He was with another scholar in Slovenia when they were sharing such kind of idea, and that scholar agreed that they can start this organization. Another slide. They organized the ideas meeting for board members who were committed to execute the idea of triple IE establishment in the world, which they were agreeing on what they can do, what they will be doing in the countries, in the field of economics and field of society, in the field of academics. So how they will be programmed and how they will be doing it, which means they arranged many forums and seminars and meetings just to discuss on that. Another slide. Founder Dr. Mohammed Boheji and co-founder Dr. Dunia started traveling in many countries with the aim of starting triple IE missions and vision. On this picture, we have given an example when they were where they went in Mauritania. Mauritania, in Mauritania, they have asked them to have a right. This is the example we have given in many examples which I can give, like in Sudan, in Rwanda, in Ghana, in Assam. But we have choice it. I have chosen an example in Mauritania. Just to another slide. The good example of where IIAP reached is in Mauritania, where there were isolated people who lived primitive lives in the desert, in poor shelter, and hindered by water shortage. They were not even registered in the government registry. These people refused to live in who read miserable lives. And you see here text, they'll just give an example, because in Mauritania there are many texts, and there are houses, but there are also on another slide. Due to shortage of water, they used to spend much time searching for water only and the foodstuffs. Since some of them are not in government records, they were under poverty. When those people in Mauritania who live in those tribes and in those societies, and some of them lived far from others. They experienced bad lives because they were not in the government records, which means that it was difficult for them to get access to government's activities. Continue. Another slide. When triple IE reached there, the government took project that would rise their standard of living. Dr. Boheji, when reached a founder of the triple IE, when he reached in Mauritania, he gathered people and made a meeting of them, and they suggested their projects which they could do to raise their socio-economic statuses. Which means you see all around the picture, people are together. We inspire people in the triple IE. People are inspired when they are together. Cause people inspire each other. These people were joined together in Mauritania just to choose projects that they would do for future times. In one person was saying, since we got $300, we are going to make fruit business. That is a sample. They did many projects. Another slide. both youth and adult people started COPs that could enrich them. Through those COPs, they executed their perspective project, and many of them got successful, and their lives were changed to better legacy. And we have tried on this picture, we have tried to draw bananas and mangoes, just to show that some people got in the trades just to sell things for their crops, and their lives started to go to better legacy. Just another slide, go to another slide. I hope now you can see results. After that, the lives of the people got better. Even the government started to recognize them. Thanks to IIEP, those Mauritanians developed and improved their standard of living. Fortunately, the government even started registering them in its record, which means that according to how they improved, even the government recognized them. Another slide is for reference, and I thank you. And this is the close of our story. Despite the fact that there's people mentioned above, IIE helped them to reach their full potential in socioeconomic career. Women were empowered, youth was inspired. Triple IE does this in many parts of the world, including in Rwanda, Ghana, India, Sudan, and many others. I thank you for your attention and presence to our presentation.
Great, thank you very much, Isa, and your sound, your voice, I mean, and we could hear you now very clearly, so we get inspired more. Thanks a lot for this great presentation. This is, I'm not sure who's this drawing, but for sure, this guy or this lady can work with us for doing the storyboard, the final storyboard. Very, thank you. Okay.
All right. So we'll move on to the next team.
Okay.
Sir, can I explain behalf of team 1, if you allow?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, sir.
And Paul, maybe if you can repeat the presentation very quickly,
Yes.
good. Because
yeah, I'll start from the beginning. Yes.
Okay.
From the start, from the slide 1, really. Slide 1. Okay. Hi, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Dr. Dunia and Dr. Bhuije. So we are going to start the presentation of team 1. Next slide. Okay, so point to be introduction of the team, animation video, product idea. So we have 4 team members, and they are the founders of the startup also, which startup is pitching the idea. And name of the project is Team Unnayan. Unnayan means development, and they are using the middle 2 alphabets are Assamese alphabet because the startup belong from Assam, and they are also using U and I, which symbolize United Nations. That's a global sign. So 4 founders are Aman, Hirakjyoti, Nihasya, and Pratik, and they are very energetic and dynamic founders who created a startup. Next slide. And the mentor is very handsome. He belongs from Assam too. Next slide. Okay, so the first topic we're going to discuss about the animation video. Well, everyone knows that IIII completed 7 glorious years. So to celebrate IIII 7 glorious years, we are highlighting these important points. Next slide. Next one. Yeah, the script is very important because only the animation is not enough. We have to put the script and audio also and subtitle also, because we are planning to put subtitle in Arabic also, because our animation video will spread globally. And the beginning will start from the logo. That logo is very important, and not only logo of III, the logo of all the organization which is under III, like SF and Resilience Economy, Youth Economy, Creating Legacy. And the animation video will first, we are going to start from Slovenia as a map, and then from Slovenia we'll show that how the globe. And to show the overall trajectory and development of III, the main motto of this part of III is to emphasize how III emerged, the projects and how it went, development projects, socioeconomic development projects, and so on. Next slide. Vision and missions of IIE III. Lastly, the video will showcase the entitlements of III and people's responses, the chain of innovation and project III has been able to create. The animation video will emphasize how many people are under Dr. Vuezi and his subordinate works. Actually, the video will be like a chain system from Dr. Vuezi, like new leaders born, and from those leaders, new followers who are working under the leaders. So it's something like that, the following the ideology of Dr. Vuezi, the principles, and you can say the principles and students of Dr. Vuezi, that how Dr. Vuezi able to create so many youth leaders, and how the others following the youth leaders that following the ideology of Dr. Vuezi. So it's something like that. We are going to plan to show a one vision how the youth are chasing and driving to achieve that vision that Dr. Vuezi have the vision for the youth. Next one. More emphasis will be on making the content audio-visual to make it accessible for persons with sensory disabilities to understand the video better. Again, we are also planning for the disabilities who have disabilities problem, and they can also, we are planning to input some new ideas and some new plans where the disabilities person can also feel and sense what is the animation video is about. Well, now we are going to the third point, is about the startup and the product. Yes.
You mean second point,
Before
right?
starting this, yes, second one, but in assignment we have 3 topics. So according to assignment, it's third one. Yes.
Okay.
The third one is about it's a tote bag, but before starting the tote bag, the name of the startup is Assam Spirit, and we are targeting the tea tribes community of Rajmai Tea Estate, and we are going to empower the tea tribes and to give them a workshop. Well, the tote bags now is in heat and need of the moment. It's very trendy and fashionable, and it's made from you can make from anything. The tote bags, like, it's very sustainable and recycle. Next one. It's very low price and easily available in all market, in domestic market, local market, online, and it's very accessible. And plus is very affordable to use also, and very convenient. So first one is cotton base. You know, the cotton base tote bags is very available and very cheap price in market. And again, we are putting 3 categories of these tote bags, because it's about the market. Next one is Eri silk base. You know, Assam is well known for silk, and that's why by putting the pride of Assam, we are using Eri silk, and it will be very customized and designer made. The Eri silk, extremely sustainable, because Eri silk, the whole process of silk is very sustainable. And we can't actually say the exact price. Can you meet them? Can you mute them?
Others, can you please mute yourselves?
Okay, again, now the Eri silk bags, actually the prices will vary, because it's made from silk and it will be a designer made. So the prices will be obviously will be high, because it's about 40. Is something to hit the market, like in airports or market in 5-star hotels, where the elites can use and they can buy from us. And again, it can help to promote the idea and promote this. Next slide. Reuse material base. Yes, this one is strip tote bag, because like we are going to collect these cloths and plastics from the different parts of cities, and after getting them, we'll put in the Rajmai tea estate, where the workers will use those used cloths, and they will make a bag from those used cloths. And again, this also the prices will be vary, and it's extremely sustainable. Next one. And it's low price also. And also we are focusing for waste management also. Next slide. Next one. Well, the finance part is the $100 for expenditure of raw materials to buy the raw materials, and $100 for management of the program, workshop and on, because to implement a project and to start an industry, it's a very important to give a workshop. So that's why we decided that we are going to invest $100 for workshops, like to pay the artisans, and we are going to train the tree tribe communities workers who will be a part of our project, like the members of our project. So workshop is very important. That's why we're going to invest $100, and it will be a 3 days workshop. $50 is for marketing and all, because for the packaging, our startup Assam Spirit is collaborating with a startup of a paper packaging. So that's why for the marketing, for the packaging industry also, and for the social media also, and for the in the other fields of market. And $50 for miscellaneous expenditure, because to do a project and for a startup, miscellaneous expenditure is very important. So this is the $300 budget structure for the startup. Yeah, we have a plan for pan-India market. So that's why from Assam to pan-India, because I think our product has the potential, and we can do it because we have a very sustainable idea and reusable idea, and also we're focusing for waste management, where now people and delegate and expert actually praise and applaud this type of ideas. So our target is pan-India. Though this product and startup is belong from Assam, so these are some names of the district from where we are going to collect the eri and the cloths, the used cloths. So we are planning to collect from all the districts of Assam, and we'll bring them in Rajmai tea estate. You can see there is Sibsagar in the map, so where our industry will set up. Yes, and that's our plan. We'll collect all the silk and cloths from different districts of Assam. Yes, next slide. Next one. Next slide. Though we have a 3.5 crores approx the census data of 2011, we have 3.5 crores population. Total population rural areas of Assam state was 26,000. Sorry, 26 unit 10, 100,000, 10,000 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 26 lakhs 80,000, 20 unit 10, 100,000. 2 crores 68 lakhs 7,034. The population growth rate recorded for this decade 2001 to 2011 was 85.90% in rural regions of Assam state. Female sex ratio per 1,000 males was 960, while same for the child 06 age was 964 girls per 1,000 boys. In Assam, 41 lakhs 87,323 children 06 live in rural areas. With 32.67%, Assam is the poorest state in the northeast. Morrigaon district is one of the least developed districts of Assam, located in the central part of the state, though the district is very close to state's capital Guwahati, but the overall development of the district is lagging behind in terms of other districts of the state. Next slide. Sustainable development goals targeted. no poverty, because the project provide employment and empowerment to the people of the community to break the vicious cycle of poverty that has been holding them back for generations. Despite the rich natural and social assets, the profit margin of the workers will rise to give them a better opportunity to improve their lives. Next one is zero hunger. Third one is growth. I'm unable to see the screen. Okay, good health and well-being. Again, the project will also work towards the SDG goals by providing decent work opportunities, the economic growth for the villagers, while improving their tolerance. The number of unemployed youth in the community will reduce through the spread of the spirit of the entrepreneurship. This would lead to sustained economic growth. Next goal is quality education. And I believe this project is a small scale industry that creates various products of tote bags used in different fields, ranging from hospitality, tourism, interior design, and many more. And also it's provide a platform that will work towards reducing. It will give an opportunity to the poorest strata to gain skills and improve their socioeconomic conditions. Again, this project is based on sustainable product and approaches that lead to ecotourism, because it will be an industry where people will come to see the industry and the products, and also to for education tourism also, where researchers in coming up days will visit this industry to see how the community is developing and how it can help them to raise their profit margin from nothing to something. Well, yes, which can replace various anthropogenic materials like plastic and help create sustainable cities, communities, reducing pollution and carbon footprint. Again, the products are biodegradable, and it itself can help reduce the carbon footprint and lead to responsible consumption and production. And the project would have seasonal programs about social responsibilities, where artists would be invited to strive on the attitudes of being responsible to the global and local environment. Next one. References: population of Assam 2022 is retrieved from there. These are the links, actually, the references link. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thanks. Thank you, Paul.
Done.
Okay, thank you very much again for team one. Finally, we got you finished. The storyboard was very nice. I feel that you know, you did the gradual development, and also you talked about the future leaders after Dr. Buhaji, which is good. That's a good idea. We can, I think it can be linked to with Isa's team. It will be nice, yani, if we can do something together from both of these, beside the previous two teams that they presented. Now, I'm not sure on how we're going to empower the T tribe through only two T bag, yani. And I feel because this is a low profit margin business, yani, and it will not pick up easily. It will take you will have lots of hiccups with the $300, especially that you are spending $100 already in the workshop. Okay, which is maybe you have to, but yani, I'm not sure about. Yeah, okay, I know that you have the material also there in Assam, but now it's not about the materials. About this is I mean business that is very competitive. The profit margin very low, and a huge number of factories are doing this, and it is available everywhere. So I'm not sure whether this is a good idea to start with a $300. If you were having let's say a factory, or you have abundant of material, or you know, textile business, and you're gonna reuse that, I would have said maybe that's one issue. And if you had also a chain of marketing and you are strong in marketing, maybe this could have helped you. But now your scale of selling is low, and selling, not only producing, And it is very competitive business because the profit margin is very, very, very low. Okay, so I don't see that this will be directly will impact the community. Okay, unless you can explain to me more later or another time. But this is my comment on the idea that you put forward for the for the project. Now for the storyboard, it's good, but I think if we can amalgamate with Isa's team, I like the drawing that he did and or they did, his team, and I think if we can go into a storyboard like this and focusing, okay, people, they are not interested to know about history, even for Isa, I told him. They are interested more to know about what is this inspiration economy is about, and give me example about what they did. And I think focusing on one area, whether every time we might take one area, and every animation film we can take one area, and we have mainly, and we are very humble. We did many projects, but I can say there are 4 communities that we are referring to always. Mauritania, in a specific neighborhood. India, which is Paul's bamboo school. Ghana, which is Godfred. And we have the, sorry, the third one is Bosnia, which is about the, humanitarian, business and how to develop, eliminate poverty and so on. But again, we are open to any idea. I'm sure your ideas will develop over time, and we're going to come up with good ideas. The more you read, the more you discuss and explore together. Yeah. Okay, Ramli, it's yours now.
All right. So now, do we have any questions out here? So what about the marks?
So the marks, I think we'll keep it till we read, the slides, and you can send us the slides, and also to see again the videos to be precise more. But I would say all of you in this average of 3.5 to 4. That's maybe the majority of the this team or the previous teams. And I am generous in marks, by the way. Usually I'm very generous in marks because I want to encourage people. The idea is not marks. The idea is how much we can do. We are now discussing the idea, but once we start doing, that's the inspiration idea place. And this is where maybe some of your ideas will change. Okay. And I think still maybe not fair, and you start, or maybe this is your starting your, and you're in the middle of your second week. The more you read and see our projects, and even compare and criticize and improve. And by the way, I believe people like you, Ramli, and all of them, hopefully they are catching up with you also. They are the ones who can change, bring the next generation of inspiration economy, because this is an economy that might take 30 years till it is stable. It's not like capital economy. It's been here for 200 years and so on. We are like similar to behavioral economics. It's coming up, and now people are starting to realize its importance and so on. So the more we do projects, the more people read about it, discuss about it, the more we are going to come into every house, every community, and spread more and more. And this is where we need you, inshallah, in the future. Yeah. But as you said, let us hear now from others, and then we're gonna send you through Paul and you. I'll send the results of my evaluation. It will be written beside near each criteria, each team. It will be more precise so that it can guide you. It's not the idea, not the score. The idea is to guide you to do the next projects, and to deliver in the end. The project that is most suitable for all of us. Yeah. I'm not sure, Dunya, if you want to comment on that, or we can go for the question.
No, I don't have any comments because I missed part of the meeting.
Okay.
All right. So
the questions, I think.
Anyone has any questions?
Mm-hmm. I think Gifty, he was asking Gifty.
Yes. Hello everyone.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm Gifty from Ghana, And I'd like to find out from Mr. Isa and Team 4 from their presentation. I think they were talking about poultry project, and per their presentation, they didn't talk about how they're going to keep the birds. I mean the poultry. So I don't know. Is there another way? How do they intend to keep them? That's what I want to know. I'm really keen about poultry because I like to do that too. So I want to know from them as well. Thank you.
So Team 4, can you please answer the question?
Khadija can answer, I think she's saying.
Can I answer?
Yes, Wizira?
Sister Gift has asked us a good question, how to rear a chicken and poultry in general. It's a longer procedure, but all what it takes is ability and dedication. Poultry keeping doesn't require many expenses. All of what one is asked is that chicken or poultry keeping lives where there is a temperature. They do not resist for coldness. So, which means that where there is a chicken in time of coldness, one must have charcoal just to improve temperature. They do not require huge foods because one hen can eat a kilogram of their nurture for a long time. It is estimated that they can even do it during the 8 kilogram during the 20 days. It depends as house. It requires medicines because they must be injected and they must be given medicines in a case of sickness, and attention cares. One must be controlling them such that to live in a good condition, because when they live in a good condition they give productivity. I am giving you an example. At my home where I live with my parents, I have 10 hens. I feed them and I take their care. Alhamdulillah, they give me profit because of how I take care of them. So if you are committed and if you have dedication, that project will prevail. It will give you profit, and it needs a little space according to how they are reproductive, compared to how they are reproductive. So I will explain to you more. Due to the time, I will contact you about how you can do it, because I do it in normal life. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right. So any more questions? Anyone? So I don't think so. We have any more questions here.
Okay.
All right then.
Okay, so we conclude, or what is now the next?
Yes, sir. So we have come to the end of today's meeting. So if you may say,
Rimli,
or Paul, yes.
yeah. Sir, can I also take opinion of tote bags from Dr. Dunia? What she thinks regarding this one?
Maybe she did not see it. She said she was out.
Yes, I missed part of it, so I don't want to say something that's, it's not really. But I promise you, I will hear the video for the parts I missed the last half an hour.
Yes, ma'am.
And I will text you.
Okay. Ma'am and sir, then I have some questions for the teams. Can I ask the questions? Like it will take 5 minutes.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, it's okay.
Okay. So my questions to all the team leaders and members, like, first of all, congratulations for your PowerPoint, and we really like your ideas. So the question is like, before starting the PowerPoint, our main target is the community, because we are going to empower the people. So the
Paul, can you go
team-
can you go slower a little bit so that we can catch up with you? Again, can you repeat?
Yes. So the question is to team, like to all the team members, like what is your vision? Like the product is not enough. It's not about a business, because we're putting $300. I know $300 is not enough. So that's why we're putting $300. That how you can, how you can sustain the project and how you can earn the profit from $300. It's something like minimal resources to socioeconomic development. So my question is to how you can empower people from $300. So can anyone answer this question? I know $300 is not enough. For that, you need a leadership skill. You have to be, you have to work in field. You know how to implement this project only in $300. So can anyone explain me with $300 how you are going to empower the people, because you have to empower like 5 or 6 members, or how you can sustain the project? Because many of you, your presentation was is good enough and it's very informative, but again, I believe it's not very practical. To do a startup under $300, you have to be very practical. Can anyone answer this one? Rimli, can you answer this one?
Even though I don't have much knowledge about how to reach the markets and all, how to function in the markets, but most importantly, what I think is it might be the raw materials that would be used. For example, our team gave the presentation on fungi culture. So fungi culture is something where we don't need any room. We don't need any highly functional room or any ventilate most of the time, because we can manage the humidity and the area, the darkness. It can be managed with any of the resources that are readily available in very poorest of the poorest communities. We can focus on getting the most basic raw materials, the raw materials that can be easily found. It can be light anywhere, especially the waste products. So when waste products are used, we can reduce the cost involved in the raw materials, and then rather focus on how we are going to reach the particular community, or how we are going to teach the particular community. So when we are keeping it very small, we are keeping it compact, so that every household can make their own, like every home can be a factory. Only then it would be possible to invest more on the transportation, be it on getting onto the markets, and how people can reach the other restaurants, be tying up with restaurants, just like we said in our presentation. So for that, we need to focus that we are using minimal resources that are readily available. Only then we can focus on what is more important, and with III and its a wonderful network, we can always help each other. We can always make more networks, and we can reach to the poorest of the poor, to the grassroots levels, and we can help elevate them. It is just a thought, it's a process, and it will go on. So that's my view.
I think
But again,
I think the way you put it is excellent, and I like. And you are telling us to focus more on whatever abundant material. In the same time, you focus on the outcome, how to sell your outcome.
Yeah.
I think this is a good idea. If all the teams take it into consideration, it will be very practical for everyone, and it will involve more people. It will give people more chance to get involved, actually. But before Paul, before you comment, I think Khadija was raising her hand earlier many times. So Khadija, if you are there, you can go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Good evening to everyone. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Alaikum assalam. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm Khadija Mteswase from Rwanda. I am a student at University of Rwanda in animal production. I study animal science. So I wanted to answer your question regarding how we can use $300 and contribute to the community, or maybe positively impact the community. Is that the question?
Yes.
Okay. So what I really think, I know that with the perseverance and the persistence, you can do a lot of things to your community, and with also the heart of giving back. For sure, $300 is not very, like, it's not a lot of money to use like for the big project, but it's also a lot of money to contribute to your community. Like if I come up with the other idea that you gave, I am also in the member of Team 4 of raising layers or maybe chicken for eggs. You saw that with the budget we come up with, we can use the $300 to contribute to the community. For us, we have just the big event point of five months. And those 5 months, it means that at the 5 months, it's where the project starts like giving back to the community. Like for each import of the layers, we'll be giving 10 layers to 5 families, and they will be raising them. Like we will give them the layers that are already laying eggs. If we give them the layers that are already laying eggs, it means that with the period of 1 month, each family will be having 30 eggs. I mean 6 eggs. If there are two chicken, then they will be laying two eggs per day. So you can see that with only $300, we can do a lot. We can do a lot to give back to the community. If we come up with those manure that will also improve their agriculture productivity, we can. It just need the heart of giving back, the hardworking and persistent. Because sometimes people fail and maybe something that goes wrong, or maybe if I'm to talk about the chicks, maybe they got sick and some of them die and they just give up. That's not really a quality of a person. You should just keep going and be persistent and patient to have a positive impact in the community. So that's my answer. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Khadija, to give us some of your expertise, practical expertise, because I know that especially in Rwanda, and I think some of the co-ops, I'm not sure you are with them or not, but some of the co-ops are already working on this business, and they are picking up. In the beginning, they had this hustle, and this is very important. In this type of business, you have to choose the right people who are willing to be sacrificing in the beginning, because they might lose some chickens in the beginning. I agree with you. Let us take Zahra Ramli, and then we'll come back to Paul.
Can I ask now, sir?
No, just wait. Let us give chance for everyone. Now, the idea now,
sir.
there is some people interested. Yes. Yes, Zahra.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry. So for Team 2, we spoke about making jewelry with the bamboo. All right. And so we think that $300 is even more, okay, for because our target place is Sivsagar in India. Well, pardon me if I okay. And so at that place they have this product. So we intend setting up at where we can easily get the material for the production of these jewelries. So we think we'll be able to also pay advertisement, okay, social media advertisement to be able to get people to purchase. And so we think $300 is okay for us, for our project. Thank you.
Okay, I like, Gifty, that you are defending your team, which is nice also. Okay, Ramli, can we take Zahra now? And then conclude with Paul. Zuhra?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Zuhura and I live in Rwanda. And me too, I would like to thank everyone for giving me this opportunity to give out my idea. My view is that through $300, I think someone can do many things through it and even in the business. In case someone has $200 to do the business, all he or she needs is commitment, as my colleague said, Hadija, and also teamwork. We know that in the business, as long as people have a teamwork between them, they can do many things and achieve them in a given period of time. So through $300, you can just try to manage them and then do all you need to do basing on what you planned. For instance, in the group of Sumaya, we knew that they have a project of rearing mushrooms. So mushrooms, we saw that they don't have much expenses. So we really know that, and we do believe that through those $300, they can be used basing on the product that they want to produce. So they can be used in a good manner in case they are managed and in case they work together as a team. So thank you, and that is my idea.
Okay, I think we conclude with Paul, but I think you can read Ramli what is Farhan has written, because she can't
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. So Farheen has said that in Sivsagar, Assam, the northeastern hill community of India that we will target. So so Farheen's team, they are going to target the hill communities of Northeast. So
Okay.
Farheen, anything else that you want to add?
Okay.
All right.
So now I think Paul's final. Yes.
Okay. Well, like again, sir, from team 1, they are requesting you that can you give some ideas and suggestions that how they can improve this tote bags startup? Any suggestion for them?
I believe is that, and again, Dunya, she's more expert on this and she can comment later to you. But I'm telling you from an inspiration point of view, as we said before, until now, let me give you the good points about your project. And you are targeting specific community, which is the T tribe. That's a good start compared to other to others, which was not clear. So I need from each team, Ramli, to define which community they are targeting. Okay. Even though later we might do more than one community. And for example, if we're having people from Nigeria or Ghana beside people from India, we might do the 3 projects. If it, like you said about the fungi culture or any other thing that we see that's feasible in more than one community. But now we need to know this project, why it was chosen to a specific community. Like for example, now the T tribe, why you chosen for them to tea bag, and why not something about tea? Okay, that may be a byproduct of tea. Okay, why you go for something that is very competitive with low profit margin? This is what I am not. I could not link it, yani. Okay, Paul. But again, let us study it and get back to you, or I suggest for you, frankly, you go to other type of because the T tribe area, they are rich of many things. Okay, yani that is not maybe properly marketed, or they are not benefiting from. Okay, yani maybe they are, because there are big companies who's usually in these areas, you know, who work with tea and so on. So maybe you can find out more about how you can benefit them in different ways. For example, and just let me give you example. I noticed, Paul, in these areas, the women there, they carry lots of weight, right, for the tea. They carry up to, I think, sometime 30 to 50 kilo of bags. That's what I remember from India, different places, and from Sri Lanka, in different places. So how can we, and we maybe you can see that, do they have injuries? For example, I'm not saying this is the only thing. Yeah, not only poverty, it might be something else that is you can come out with to solve their problem. In the same time, it might bring for you, you know, like a small business for people, for other people to benefit from. Yeah, not necessarily something we need to make from it social for-profit business directly. It might be something that solves the community problem. At the same time, it has some return to the community, to the, you know, to the project itself. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So but my feedback for you, just before concluding, Ramli, for all of you, thanks a lot. It is a great really honor to see that يعني youth like you, they are passionate about what they are doing, even though you are busy, and this was short time, and we're talking about only the second week. يعني barely we are in the middle of second week, and you are doing this great job. It means that if you stay even, let's say in the next 1 month, it will be greater. The third month will be greater, and maybe by end of third month or fourth month, by January, which is we hope that we conclude this cohort, we will have experts from you, or mentors at least, that can spread the idea of inspiration economy in different areas of the world, not only in your communities. Hopefully, this is the target, and let's keep it up. I know, as Dr. Dunya told you, we appreciate you are students, or some of you are looking for jobs, or you are in you know, difficult situation. But what differentiates you is that you are trying to do something good for the world. This itself is a currency of happiness, which is nobody can take it from you. Okay, nobody can claim. Even me, I cannot take it from you. It's only you create it for yourself, and you feel that I'm contributing something to the world. Okay, today I did not make money, but I'm making something. Okay, this self-appreciation is more important than what is we gonna give you at the end of the journey, whether a sponsoring project or the appreciation or the certificate or any other things, inshallah. Okay, Dr. Dunya, ولا خلاص we conclude?
Halas, I think we conclude. You've said everything, and just I'll tell you, just keep it up.
Sir, who is the winner and the scores?
Scores later. We'll send you the scores after we put it with Dr. Dunya on the Excel sheet. We'll send it to you.
It will be like a jury meeting, and then we will tell you the scores.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And
Thank you so much.
okay, so I will send you the things through Paul, hopefully by tomorrow, inshallah. And we look forward to meeting you next week, inshallah. And good luck for all.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
thanks,
so
Ramli.
much.
Thanks, Ramli, for managing this, you know, hustle. For, especially me and Paul, is very difficult to control, both of us. Okay.
Thank you.
guys.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night. Good night. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah. Good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Thank you.